Some of my favorite test drives of all time were in the BMW i8, a wild-looking plug-in hybrid sports car that foreshadowed the brand's pure electric intentions. And this here is the next step, the all-new i4 M50, an EV that clearly has performance on its mind. Using the 4 Series Grand Coupe as a canvas, BMW has fully electrified its sporty subcompact hatchback. Available in rear or all-wheel drive, this here is as far and as fast as you can take it. The i4 M50 with high performance package, the key ingredient of which are these newly developed 20-inch Pirelli P0 summer use tires, wider in the rear. Though the base i4 eDrive 40 on 18-inch wheels delivers 301 miles of driving range, this dual-motor M50 rolling on upsized 20s sees a precipitous drop to 227 miles, below my personal threshold of acceptability, the worthiness of which only you can assess. Paying an additional $2,500 for the top-shelf rubber, enhanced brakes, and rear spoiler is undoubtedly an enticing proposition to the right shopper. But just know that choice alone saps 43 miles of driving range before ever starting the motors. BMW presents the i4 as just another one of their sports models, blue accents and the blocked-off grille being the most conspicuous electric giveaways. But with one 308 horsepower motor on the rear axle and another 255 horsepower motor at the front, this isn't a garden variety 4 Series Grand Coupe. This is much faster and heavier than a 440i. Due to its performance setup, the i4 M50 is very niche. The driving range of this particular model has been reduced, the Grand Coupe's rear seats are tight, and at $84,000 as tested, it is crazy expensive. So the attraction to this car is going to be limited to a very specific person with eccentric tastes. Now that being said, its progressiveness is highly charismatic. It's a sports car unlike any BMW has made before, and its electric propulsion is of course the central figure. The i4's combination of warp speed acceleration and interstellar soundtrack is more akin to commanding the USS Enterprise than a traditional 4 Series. It's really otherworldly. But if you continue to drive in that sport boost mode, the miles will rapidly tick off that EV odometer. So I've been spending a lot of time at fast chargers this week. Now, if you have a 240 volt home charger, you can replenish the i4 to 100% in about 10 hours. And at a true fast charger, that's one that's pumping at a rate of at least 200 kilowatts, it would take only about 30 minutes. Electrify America is BMW's chosen public charging partner, and owners receive 2 years of free juice-ups at their stations. Find my nearest charging station.
Okay, I will have the results for you soon.
They can be located and navigated to through the iDrive screen and even filtered by type. At least for driver and front passenger, the trip is a comfortable journey with the ease of luxury sedan ingress, sport-appropriate side bolstering to the softly cushioned seats, a commanding view of the road, and the quietness afforded by engineless cars. And the drive is exciting beyond its blistering acceleration. The adaptive suspension, with air springs in the rear, fosters a curated BMW ride quality of being one with the road, yet free of harshness. It's driver selectable, so the shock settings can be personalized or kept to the configured drive modes. Supported by a lower center of gravity than a 3 Series, electric all-wheel drive with a wheel slip actuator at the rear, and variable sport steering that automatically adjusts the ratio depending on vehicle speed, the i4 M50 is a confident handling machine with neutral traits. Its excessive weight is initially felt on corner turn-in, but the uprated brakes are super strong, while electric xDrive gracefully pulls the car through without any white-knuckle moments. It's a very easy car to drive expertly. The biggest disappointment lies in its regenerative braking, which makes the i4 a somewhat spastic experience in commuter traffic. Like all EVs, there are adjustable levels to its aggressiveness, but BMW doesn't use paddle shifters for quick setting changes. Instead, energy recovery choices are on the center screen. Regardless, in around the town driving, decelerating is anything but smooth. As for one pedal drive, where braking is accomplished exclusively by lifting off the accelerator, it's triggered by shifting into B on the console. Considering the i4 weighs over 5,000 pounds, its rapidity is extraordinary. 586 pound-feet of torque available from Jump Street has that effect. Do you hear that? Thanks to the iconic sound setting, those futuristic tones are aligned with the drive mode and the movement of your right foot. Don't care for it? Just toggle it off. But then there's just eerie silence as the M50 rockets down the strip, launching from 0 to 60 in only 3.7 seconds. And in the next level Sport Boost setting, the i4 is completely unbridled, maximizing the output of both motors for about 10 seconds for neck-snapping takeoffs. In order to achieve those 227 miles, though, Eco Pro and Comfort modes are required usage. From outside, there's nothing but wind and tire noise for a very stealthy appearance. The cognac-colored interior uses faux leather, recycled materials, and, on my tester, carbon fiber trim, creating a cabin that is instantly recognizable as BMW's. Dissimilar to the new iX electric SUV, which takes cabin design in a completely futuristic direction, other than the select blue accents, the i4 could be any 4 Series. Just know that the Grand Coupe has snug rear seats, and unlike cars that are born electric, the i4 remains saddled with a transmission tunnel restricting semi-comfortable seating to 2. But the true benefit of the Grand Coupe is its hatch-friendly cargo capacity, expandable by split-folding the rear seats completely flat. Also, there's no frunk, just a big plastic faux engine cover under the hood. On the tech front, this new 8th generation of iDrive is laid out on a large, curved display that connects the driver information center and the touchscreen. It can also be controlled via the familiar rotary dial on the center console and improved voice commands. Now, perhaps I'll grow accustomed to it, but my first impression is that it's busy and the pages of small icons, similar to those on a tablet, are difficult to sort through. Wireless phone integration is more robust now by including your apps with BMWs without having to specifically select CarPlay or Android Auto. They're all on the same page. Mapping software is also neatly integrated, so if Apple Maps is the preferred navigation software, driving directions are shown in the head-up display. Tire pressure monitoring is also advanced by providing deeper intel, such as tire manufacturer, build date, temperature, and vehicle-specific rotation schedule. A plethora of camera views also includes a car wash setting to help line up the front wheels with the track system. But what's not found in iDrive 8 is an AM radio frequency, keeping with BMW's tradition of excluding it from their electric cars, purportedly because of an issue with electronic interference, though other companies' EVs offer it. This fully loaded i4 M50 in mesmerizing, frozen, Portimao blue matte appearance paint, stickers for $83,970, a price that ensures this car's exclusivity, the kind that is destined for unicorn car spotting posts. For Topspeed.com, I'm Steve Hammis.